Hi everyone, Shona here again from Sky. This is our last session, so just going to show you a few things that you might want to use when you become more advanced because you're already coders, making you aware of everything that's here. First of all, one of the things we haven't looked at is the microbit can make music. We will do this, I think, on button B today, as you remember. So we just drag over button and pressed, and we're going to do B. And then we go to music. We haven't looked at this before. What you can do is you can make your own music. So we'll take out play tone. And if we press button B, we should hear one single note. So anyone that knows how to make music, you can play your favourite tune on here rather than practicing for your piano lesson. So cut and paste by Control Z, Control C, Control V. Let's put it in here. And after C, we want to play the next note up, which is D, and the next note up, which is E, and let's go back to the beginning. Will we get a tune? And will you know what it is? Let's press B. Frere Jacques, very good. You don't have to be a musical genius though, because the microbit gives you some tunes you can use. So let's click on the block in the middle, pull it back. Let's have a look at music. It has a melody function. Pull that out. Put that in button B instead of the music we made ourselves. And it's my friend's birthday today, so I'm going to use the code that we used in the other tutorial, and I'm going to send them a melody on received on get for happy birthday. But I'll just show you how to do that. You can work out yourself how to do the whole thing because you're more advanced now. So we choose the melody birthday, press B. If you really want to annoy everyone in your house, you could do it forever. I'm not going to do that. Just saying. Now, you'll notice what will happen is your little microbit that you've got has no sound output on it, so nothing would really happen. It would only happen here on the screen. To get it to work, you need to buy some crocodile clips, which you can get in any good electronics store or on Amazon again, and you need a small speaker. Now, maybe an adult in your house can help you, or you can buy a tiny little speaker for the microbit. What we did is when we were doing the step counter and we were using it as a goal counter, we sent a message to the other microbit in the room which made like a hooray noise when the goal was scored. So you can try all sorts of stuff like that. You can also write functions using your crocodile clips when you learn how to use all of these outputs that you can light up lights. We've done it with Christmas lights, with music and all sorts. And you don't need a lot of experience. You guys know what you're doing and you're pretty smart. So give that a try. Finally, I want to show you something that's really quite cool. There's lots of stuff you can do in here, and just go ahead and try some of them. You can write your own games. And one of the things, or if you're really into maths, you can write loops, functions, arrays. You can try out all of that stuff. You can't physically break this unless you're going to smash it or pour water on it. If something doesn't work, all you need to do is write some new code. We've learnt that as we go along. One of the things I love is images. So rather than write your own light up LEDs, you can create your own image. You can create a big image or a new image, or we've already used the heart. One of the things I absolutely love is the compass points, and I want to show you that today. So if you remember, you use show image, not show string or show number. And let's put it on button A again. So we'll put that in there. Now you can make your own image, but what I want to use is the compass. So if anyone's done geography, they'll know that the compass points to the top. We'll take this variable back here because we're tidy coders. So let's press button A and see what happens. Oh, we've got an arrow to the north. What I would like to do is just go right round the compass and make it spin. Now there's two ways of doing that. You could use your offsets and you can have a muck about with that. Offset 0 as it's just coming from here, where the normal position is, or you can try different offsets to see what happens. But what I'm going to do is this really easy peasy way. So I highlight this by clicking on it, Control C, Control V to get quite a few of these, slot them in. Oh, that's keyboarditis again, as we call it. And there. And this will teach you your compass points as well as teaching you about coding. So after north is northeast if we're going clockwise, east, southeast, south, southwest, west. Oh, we need another one. So Control C, Control V, slot it in, and final point of the compass is northwest. So let's see. We're showing all these images right round, so let's see how it looks by pressing button A. Whoa. Ah, that doesn't look that tidy, does it, pointing up there? We really want it to start where it finished, so let's Control C, Control V. We've got a copy of north, and we'll slot it to happen at the very end. So what should happen is we should end where we started. Let's press button A. Now that's pretty cool. What I've done in the past, and I'm not going to show you how to do this because you'll get bored, is I've used button A to make that look as if it's starting a stopwatch. And then on button B, there's a counter in here that I've created like I showed you with the goals. And when I press button B, it displays what's in the counter. So if we look for pause, what we can do is we can do the counter and we can set it to change the number every second, so it's counting seconds. Now you can't do this perfectly, but it's a great challenge for you to try and do that and see if you can get a number of seconds pressed while this little stopwatch is going round, and then when you press B it shows you a number of seconds. The only problem with it is it's difficult with this make code editor to stop it properly, but that's where you would move on to being more advanced with your microbits. So you can start looking in here at all the different exercises in the Microsoft website, and you can maybe try some other editors which allow you to be much more advanced in what you're doing. One of the other things you could do is you could go to dress code, especially for girls, and this is run by a charity called Dress Code, invented by an amazing lady called Toni Scullion, who's been Teacher of the Year twice. This is especially for girls, and the type of stuff that we've coded in here before is stuff like creating a prom invite, and you can see some of the challenges that Toni's got on the go here, so feel free if you're a girl to register on this site and give this a go, or just go to your microbit site. As you get more advanced, you're going to be fantastic and you're going to learn to love what you're doing even more. I hope you have an amazing time and you end up earning a fortune as a coder. Thank you.